Up to 50% more calcium than regular milk. Extra vitamin E and D. Low calorie, super healthy alternative to dairy. And it's vegan. Are you looking to spice up some of the healthy food that you already eat? Perhaps improve the taste, maybe enhance the consistency to make it a little bit more palatable, or just to change things up because your taste buds are getting bored of the same thing over and over again. Well, I have a great suggestion for you. If you're the type of person that regularly consumes oatmeal, protein shakes, anything that requires a mixing with a water, a liquid substance, this is something that will definitely get you on the road to enjoying things a little bit differently, and not only improving taste, but also improving its nutrient content just a little bit more to give you that little extra overall kick as far as taste, nutrition, and palatability for your everyday enjoyment. And make no mistake, the continued enjoyment of healthy food is important just to maintain long-term success with your health and fitness goals, or just in general, just to stay in good shape, just for overall health. Nothing crazy, just common sense. The longer you can continue to eat healthy, the better off you'll be in the long run. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to almond milk. Now, while everyone should be getting most of their nutrition from whole foods, not just protein powders and smoothies, I do believe that they can play a part. Protein powders, smoothies, different things that you put together, vitamin mixtures, they can play a part in giving you a little bit of extra boost, or if nothing else, helping you to cover the bases in terms of your daily nutrition, because we're all very busy and sometimes we just don't have the time to get everything that we need from a vitamin standpoint into our daily routine. A very typical breakfast item that most people eat, or at least have tried in the past, is some type of cereal, or what I personally do is oatmeal consumption. Now, this could mean cereal with milk, oatmeal with water, or oatmeal with milk. One variation that I suggest that you try is use almond milk to add a little bit of extra thickness and a little bit of a different texture to your oatmeal or cereal. Again, in my case, I usually do oatmeal. I don't do a lot of cereal with milk. If I do eat cereal, it's usually dry. But oatmeal is something that you can incorporate this with very easily and replace the water content with almond milk. And you could basically use it in terms of the same way you would measure the water, you would also use the same method with the almond milk. Now, what this is gonna do is not only give you a little bit of a different taste, because this particular one is vanilla almond flavored, and it does have a little bit of a vanilla and a little slight almond aftertaste to it, especially if you drink it by itself, if you just taste it. Now, this particular one is the unsweetened version. If you wanna optimize the low calorie, optimal health standpoint of this, what you could do is just try to opt for the lowest calorie version of this. So in this case, it would be the one that says 30 calories. And the reason it's 30 calories is because it cuts out most of the sugar of the other varieties of this, which has just a higher sugar content. So again, It's not ideal. If it was 0 calories or 1 calorie, it would probably be better. But you need calories. You need to live. You need something. You need energy. So why not get 30 calories is not a lot to begin with. So why not have this instead of water? Sure, you're adding a few more calories, but not a lot, and way less than regular milk. So this is a non-milk alternative, so non-dairy alternative. There are different flavorings of this, and there's different brands. They're available in most any major or middle, mid to small supermarket. You can get this pretty much anywhere. Again, this one is not unlike most of the other ones that you're going to find on the market, in that they contain a very similar nutrient profile, and that is they're pretty high in calcium. So same as milk, where milk contains a good amount of calcium, this also contains a good amount of calcium, and it doesn't have the dairy component that goes along with milk. So you're not going to have lactose issues with this. This is not milk. Also, this has a good amount of vitamin E and vitamin D. Now, in particular with vitamin E, it's got roughly half of the vitamin E that you would need on a daily basis, according to the RDA, the recommended daily allowance put out by the government. Now, as far as other nutrients, unfortunately, unlike milk, this does not have a significant amount of protein. In fact, this only has about 1 gram of protein per serving, and per serving, I'm just going to read the label what it is for you. It's 1 cup. I'm pretty sure that if you look at the labels of all the other varieties of almond milk, the serving sizes are pretty consistent across the board. They're about 1 cup. So with milk, you would generally have, just to give you a comparison, you would generally have, as far as protein, about maybe 8 to 9 to 10 grams of protein per cup of milk, roughly. Now with this, you're only going to have about 1 gram of protein. So you're definitely not going to use this for its protein, but for all of the other things and all the other benefits that I spoke about a few minutes ago. Now, another good thing about this is that it doesn't have the same level of fat as milk, or the same level of saturated fat. It's very low in that. In fact, I'm going to look at the label right now just to confirm something to you. It's only got a couple of grams of fat, like 2 grams of fat, and it'll vary depending on the flavoring and the brand that you get, but it's going to be approximately in that zone. Figure about 2 grams of fat. And again, read the label, pretty easy to read. Compared to whole milk, you're saving you have a lot less fat in this than in regular milk. And by the way, regular milk also has way more calories than this. So again, we're using this not only to improve and give a little bit of extra punch to what you would normally get with water, but also as an alternative to dairy products like milk, so that you can cut down on the calories but still get a good nutrient profile, with the exception of the fact that this doesn't have a lot of protein, has very minimal protein, if any. Now, how do you counteract that? Good question. The way you would counteract that is make sure to consume protein in your meal with this. So it could be that you're making oatmeal and you're pouring this into your oatmeal, making it with this, and when you eat the oatmeal, you're not just eating oatmeal with almond milk, and maybe if you put in some fruits or nuts, which by the way does have some additional protein, so it's starting to add up. But in addition to all of this, also maybe eat some eggs, eat some chicken, eat some, protein, make protein powder shakes and drink that as well with the oatmeal, with this, and you'll have a more complete nutrient profile that basically a lot of people, and I may be talking like, you're missing out because it doesn't have protein and you have to combine it from here, take it from here. But the fact is, a lot of people skip breakfast. A lot of people, even when they don't skip breakfast, their version of breakfast is some type of pastry and a cup of coffee, if that. So we're talking, if you even just follow what I just said here, and I was just thinking off the top of my head, have some oatmeal, maybe throw a scoop of protein powder in there, any brand that you want, throw in a cup of almond milk, you know, roughly, with some oatmeal. There you go. There you have your protein, you have your carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates with fiber from the oatmeal, and you're gonna have protein from the protein powder, and you'll have the vitamin E, the vitamin D, the calcium from this almond milk. So again, be aware of the variety of ways that you can prepare this. It's not just as simple as, you know, you just drink this instead of milk. No, I actually rarely drink this straight up. I did when I first bought it, just to taste it. The fact is, this is a great added ingredient to a variety of meals, and I'm sure I'm not thinking right now of other ways to enjoy this, but I mean, actually another way that I enjoyed it, I just thought of it, and this is gonna sound a little bit crazy, but you might like the taste. The other day I actually made like a pudding, and what I did was I put almond milk into a little bowl, and I put some vanilla protein powder, and I mixed it all up, but I made sure not to add too much almond milk, so I made sure that the ratio of protein powder to almond milk was such that the consistency was almost like a paste, hence like a pudding. And again, you're gonna have to experiment with, depending on the protein powder that you use, because they have different consistencies and they mix differently. So experiment on your own, but you could make like a little bit of a pudding, put it in the freezer just to get it a little colder than it is out of the fridge, and in just a few minutes, put some blueberries in there, maybe some strawberries. You have basically a very healthy dessert-like tasting meal. So again, I'm not advocating that you only do these kind of things and only eat this. For sure, get most of your nutrition from whole foods, vegetables, lean meats. If you're a vegetarian, a combination of vegetables that have the right essential proteins in combination, and definitely use this just as a supplement, not as a supplement, as an additional boost to maybe other supplements that you're already taking, or improve the taste of existing meals so that they're more palatable and that you can continue consuming them and enjoying them long term and get healthier and healthier as the years goes on without you even putting much effort into it, just having a little bit of knowledge. Almond milk, a great way to go. Try it out. Let me know in the comments down below if you like it, or any other ingredients or any other ways that you have used this in the past that maybe other people would enjoy, and certainly me, because I only use it with oatmeal and protein powder right now, and I'm sure I'm missing out on some other cool ways to enjoy these non-dairy alternatives. By the way, they're also available in powder form if you need a little bit more versatility in storing them and just kind of like long-term storage, or if you're on vacation, you want to put one of them in your suitcase. On a long drive to Florida in the future, I'm probably going to take some almond milk with me so I can have this in a hotel without having to worry about this spoiling in the car. So again, almond milk, awesome ingredient to add to other foods, and if you do want to have this as a standalone, have at it. But for right now, guys, that is all I have for you today. I will see you in the next video.